I understand only a little of what you say, but what I do understand fills me with deep respect for the sacerdotal character of your priests. If I've understood you correctly, we shall have many points in common with you: preaching, absolution, miracles. 3 sacraments, therefore. No, James. Preaching and miracles are not sacraments. The sacraments will be more, 7, like the sacred candelabrum of the temple and the gifts of the Spirit of love. And in fact, the sacraments are gifts and flames, and are granted to man so that he may burn forever before the Lord. There will be a sacrament also for the marriage of man, and it is already symbolised in the holy marriage of Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, after she was freed from the demon. Now, if you have a Protestant Bible, you won't know about this, because it's contained in the book of Tobit. And the book of Tobit, like 6 other books, were removed from the Bible, but only actually in the early 19th century, to save money when they were printing Bibles for the spread of their Protestant gospel. Prior to that time, these 7 books were regarded with such high respect as being so full of wisdom and truth, not full of error, that they were retained in all Protestant Bibles, separated, often, in a sort of appendix or altogether between the Old and the New Testaments, but really highly regarded. And that should tell you how Protestantism is a chameleon. It isn't one thing. It hasn't stayed one thing over the centuries. It becomes sometimes more conservative, sometimes more liberal, sometimes more heretical, sometimes less heretical. But because it's a man-made religion, there is no consistency. So best make sure you've got a Catholic Bible, because you want to read the Book of Tobit. It's a fantastic read. It's not a story. It is a story, but of a true event. It tells you factual information. No falsification, no fabrication. It's all true. And it's a good read, as I said. Jesus continues. The sacrament will give the married couple all the assistance needed to live together according to the law and the wishes of God. Husband and wife also become the ministers of a rite, the rite of procreation. And that's rite in the sense R-I-T-E, as in like a ritual. Just thought I'd make that clear because it might not be clear from me speaking. Continuing. Husband and wife become also the priests of a small church, their family. They must therefore be consecrated in order to procreate with the blessing of God and to bring up a progeny that will bless the most holy name of God. And just to pause again, that reference to the family being a small church reminds me of Pope St. John Paul II referring to the family as a domestic church. And by whom will priests be consecrated? By me, before I leave you. You will afterwards consecrate your successors and those whom you will aggregate to yourselves to propagate the Christian faith. You will teach us, will you not? I and he whom I will send to you. Also, his coming will be a sacrament. It will be granted voluntarily by the most holy God in his first epiphany. And it will then be given by those who have received the fullness of priesthood. It will be strength and intelligence, confirmation in faith. It will be holy piety and fear. It will be assistance in advice and supernatural wisdom. And it will be possession of a justice that by its nature and power will turn the child who receives it into an adult. But you cannot for the time being understand that. But he will make you understand. The divine Paraclete, the eternal love, when the moment comes for you to receive him.